Aristotle's ideas on logic and reasoning sparked a curiosity in Sparks. He began to read about the famous philosophers of ancient Greece. Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle were some of the most influential philosophers of ancient Greece, shaping Western philosophy with their ideas on ethics, metaphysics, and logic. As Sparks delved deeper into the world of ancient Greece, he discovered the concept of Stoicism, which emphasized reason, self-control, and inner strength. The ancient Greeks made significant contributions to architecture, with iconic structures like the Parthenon, which showcased their mastery of proportion, balance, and harmony. In 500 BCE, ancient Greek philosophers like Thales and Anaximander developed the concept of logic. They sought to understand the world through reason and observation. Socrates' method of questioning, as recorded by Plato, laid the groundwork for Western philosophical inquiry. His ideas on ethics and morality remain influential to this day. The ancient Greeks made significant contributions to mathematics, particularly in the fields of geometry and astronomy. Euclid's Elements remains a foundational text in mathematics. Socrates' method of questioning encouraged critical thinking, as seen in his discussions with young men like Xenophon. This approach helped shape Western philosophy. The ideas of Socrates influenced many famous philosophers, such as Plato and Aristotle, who built upon his concepts of ethics and morality as recorded in the works of Plato, like the Apology and the Republic. Although Socrates himself did not leave behind any written works, his students, like Plato and Xenophon, recorded his ideas and methods, preserving his legacy for future generations, as seen in the works of Diogenes Laertius, who wrote about Socrates' life and teachings. In ancient Greece, cities like Athens and Sparta were hubs of culture, philosophy, and politics, with iconic landmarks like the Parthenon, which showcased the engineering and architectural skills of the ancient Greeks, as described by historians like Herodotus and Thucydides. Ancient Greek mathematician Euclid developed the concept of logic. His work, Elements, remains a foundational text. In 500 BCE, ancient Greek philosophers like Thales and Anaximander developed logic. They sought to understand the world through reason and observation. The ancient Greeks believed logic and reason were keys to understanding the universe. Sparks was amazed by the simplicity and elegance of their solutions. The logic puzzles of ancient Greece were designed to test critical thinking and problem-solving skills. Sparks was determined to learn more. Ancient Greeks like Aristotle and Euclid developed logic to understand the world. Sparks uses these principles to navigate the marketplace. The ancient Greeks used syllogisms to make logical arguments. Sparks learns to apply this concept to his daily life. By studying the works of ancient Greek philosophers, Sparks gains a deeper understanding of logic and its applications. In 500 BCE, ancient Greek philosophers like Thales developed logic. Sparks learns from their ideas. Aristotle's ideas on logic and reasoning influenced Western philosophy. Sparks discovers the impact of these ideas. Euclid's Elements remains a foundational text in mathematics. Sparks studies the principles of geometry and logic. In 500 BCE, ancient Greek philosophers like Thales and Anaximander developed logic to understand the world. Sparks discovers their ideas. Aristotle's work on syllogisms laid the foundation for logical reasoning. Sparks studies the principles of geometry and logic. Euclid's Elements remains a foundational text in mathematics. Sparks gains a deeper understanding of logic and its applications. Ancient Greek philosopher Aristotle developed the concept of syllogisms. This laid the foundation for logical reasoning. Around 350 BCE, Aristotle's work on logic was groundbreaking. The Stoic school of thought, founded by Zeno of Citium in 300 BCE, emphasized reason and self-control. This philosophy influenced many, including the Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius. Stoicism remains relevant today. Euclid's Elements, written around 300 BCE, is a foundational text in mathematics. It systematized geometry and logic, influencing mathematicians for centuries. Euclid's work remains a cornerstone of mathematical education. Aristotle developed the concept of syllogisms around 350 BCE, laying the foundation for logical reasoning. The ancient Greeks applied logical reasoning to their daily lives, from trade to philosophy, as seen in the works of Euclid and Archimedes. The works of ancient Greek philosophers, such as Plato and Aristotle, were preserved through manuscripts, influencing Western philosophy for centuries. Sparks' journey through ancient Greece inspired others to learn about the past and its relevance to the present, as he shared his experiences and discoveries. Aristotle developed syllogisms around 350 BCE, laying the groundwork for logical reasoning. The ancient Greeks applied logical reasoning to their daily lives, from trade to philosophy, as seen in the works of Euclid and Archimedes. Euclid's Elements, written around 300 BCE, systematized geometry and logic, influencing mathematicians for centuries.